Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's another episode, another podcast, another session. We're all here together. Welcome to this lovely day. And I am so happy to be back here with you guys yet again. I have been busy all day doing homework. I'm in my bachelor's program at Capella University online, and I am taking up to 13 credit hours this semester. So I've been really busy with doing homework and trying to study and take final exams and do essays, and there's just a lot to do and a lot to get done, and it's almost the holidays, so things are getting even busier and more crazy. My fiance and I have scored our first event doing a photography photo shoot with a Santa Claus for November 28th, and I'm excited about that. I am also putting together a separate event for a photo shoot with Santa for children with autism. So I'm working on a lot of special things and a lot of special areas, and I'm very excited to the fact that Nita messaged me last night and said, "Hey, do you want to come on tomorrow last minute?" So I was like, "Yeah, let's roll with it. Let's do it." So I always love when I see those last minute messages from Nita, and I'm like, "Oh, Nita's messaging me. What could this be about?" So then when I pick it up, I'm like, "Oh, she wants me to go live tomorrow, last minute. Okay." So I'm always like in a giddy mood because I'm like, "Babe, I'm going live tomorrow. Now I have to figure out what I'm gonna say," and it's crazy. But I'm so excited to be back here with all of you, and I'm excited to share this moment with everybody. So welcome. I guess as we have people log on, I will just sit here and wait. Um, I am doing a lot of things, like I said, with my autism right now. I have two photo shoots. I have started to get out there with agents for my inspirational speaking. So I'm being picked up quickly, and there's a lot of good things coming my way. I'm publishing my three children's books. There's just a lot of things going on, and I'm ever so grateful for these changes and the positivity that it's bringing to our lives. And it's going to be great. So, with that being said, hi, everybody. If you don't know me already, my name is Catherine. I am an RBT in training and also in school at Capella University. I'm getting my bachelor's in behavioral analysis in psychology. And I absolutely love what I do. I love being in school. I love learning. I love, advancing my career. One of the things I was actually working on today was a career guideline or a career platform paper where I had to do some research into ABA and figure out what courses I need to take, what I need to do to be successful, like what resources, like LinkedIn, Facebook, Google, you name it. So it was a lot of hard work, and I just got that assignment done. So now I'm just relaxing and typing a discussion post. And then in a little bit here, I'll be leaving to go to the orthodontist. Today is my day to get my colors changed and get my wire changed and adjusted. So I'm a little nervous, but a little excited. I should be getting the stronger wire, not the beginner wire anymore. The beginning wire is really just like a little, strip of wire. It's really fragile, breaks easily. It's uncomfortable when it breaks. So I'm going in to have my wire adjusted, and I'm getting the advanced wire, which means that I have been in my braces for 6 to 8 weeks now, and I'm really loving the outcome. I'm noticing my teeth shift in a good way, and I'm loving my smile. So things are going well. I want to welcome all of you to this lovely, amazing day. I'm going to try not to get into the sun too much, but I'm outside watching my dogs play because they get crazy and they're starting to dig in my yard. So I have to make sure that they don't get out of the yard. So I'm sitting outside in this beautiful weather. So, welcome to all of you. I'm here to answer any questions that you may have, whether it's about my inspiration page, whether it's about autism, whatever you guys want to talk about. This is really an open discussion for all the parents and all the teachers and therapists and doctors and nurses and whoever else may be in here with us. Welcome. We love each and every one of you. I'm so glad that you've joined me. I really cannot wait to, just talk with you and be here. I know that it's an earlier platform, so not a lot of you may able to be here with us and jump on tonight. But I am here to take any questions that you may have tonight. Hey, Dewana, am I saying that right? Dewana, Brandy? Hi, Dewana. Welcome. Hey, Kenyana. How are you, sweetheart? How are you? So, I'm here to answer any questions that you may have tonight regarding autism, ABA, inspiration, whatever it may be. Let me know. Um, like I said, I'll be here in the backyard just standing outside the puppies. I have a 13-week-old Aussie St. Bernard, and I have two labs. Pac Man is he what, 13 to 14 weeks old now, and then um, yeah, he's about almost 15 weeks, and then Jake is about 6 to 9 months. So I'm outside with all my dogs and we're hanging out. Hello, lovely. How are you? Welcome, Joanna. I hope I'm saying it right, not butchering. Dewana? Okay, cool. Dewana, exactly right. Awesome. Welcome, Dewana. We're happy to see you and have you, and it's awesome to be here with you. Like I said, if you don't know me, my name is Catherine. I am an RBT in training, which means I'm in school for my behavioral analysis psychology program at Cabell University. So I'm working towards my BCBA, and I'm very excited about that. My son started ABA therapy as of yesterday. Congratulations, Denise. That's a huge step in the right direction. I am so happy for you. Congratulations. All my best, and let me know how it goes. Hey, Dannon. How are you? How are you? How are you? Anyway, it's been a long day, guys. I have been up since like literally about 6 a.m. this morning. Didn't go to bed until about 2 a.m. Woke up at about 6. Went back to sleep until about 11, and got up at around 11:30. And I have been in and out of a headache all day. I think it's due to the weather change and my seizures. So I've been really, really, really nauseous all day and just trying to make it through with this headache. But I'm getting ready to go to the dentist here shortly to get my braces changed. And I'm excited for my new colors. Hello, how are you? Good, good, thank you. Sorry, that was a neighbor. But anyway, I'm excited to be here with all of you on the Autism and Us group. I would like to thank Nita, Miss Lalbonita Bowser, for having me, and Linda. I love both of you to death, and you are family to me. So thank you so much for having me every month and for loving on me and supporting me through everything. It means the world to me. So like I said, I'm here with you guys. It's an open floor. Ask questions, let me know what I can answer. I would love to answer anything that I can. Oh, you just got your dog? That's awesome. Congratulations, Dannon. Awesome. Give us two good ABA tips. So two good ABA tips. Okay. I don't even know where to start. So this week in school we are learning about what do they call it? Shoot, now Nita, you're testing me. Now it's coming in as a blank. Um, we're learning about positive and negative reinforcements and generalized reinforcement. So this week we were learning about in our home, how do we use generalized anxiety or generalized reinforcement, and what are those? So to me, we learned about the generalized reinforcement, which is like things that you want, but you're not born with the need to have. So I learned about this week, like money, for example. Money is one of them. You want money because you want to spend it on all those positive reinforcement things, but you're not born with money. You're not born to want money. So, in a way, I learned that money is a generalized reinforcement that I love. So, that was something huge this week. And then I also learned that, another one for me for generalized reinforcement, something that I wasn't born with, but something that I require to make it through every day is body heat. Because with my anemia, I get really cold hands very easily. I freeze. I have the chills. Like, it's not fun. So, something that I learned this week is that body heat is another generalized reinforcement that I need to make it through my everyday life. And I learned that because I did a lot of research into these things online for homework this week. We also learned about negative reinforcement and positive reinforcement. Um, and that was a lot of fun. So, yeah. How can our kids benefit from ABA? So, your kids can benefit from ABA because they get to work on their behavioral outbursts, or as we call them, negative reinforcement behaviors that they may experience at home, at school, wherever. So whether it's, they're having a hard time with certain behaviors like screaming or, sensory processing issues or, whatever it may be, you could come to the center. Us RBTs in training or RBTs or BCBAs or BCAPAs, we will come up with a plan. We will sit down together. We will work with your kiddo and we will help support you and your kiddos through the ABA therapy sessions. So that way at the end, they come out with a positive outlook in life and they know how to handle regular outcomes that they couldn't do by themselves without it. So that's what I love about ABA. What's up with impulse control? My son just does things without a second thought. If he wants something, no matter how dangerous it is, he will do it and he says whatever comes to mind. Kenyana, impulse control is another thing that I just learned about. For me, impulse control comes from my anxiety. Um, so when I have impulse control like your son has, if I want something but I can't get to it, but I want it that badly, I'm going to find a way to get it. Whether it's I have to climb a shelf, whether it's I have to scream for it, whether it's, whatever. To us with autism, we don't think about impulse control. We don't have the ability to process impulses. So what we do is we have a tantrum. We throw a meltdown. We do whatever we can to get that impulse control that we want. So if it's, he's doing something dangerous, like you said at home, he's doing it because you're not giving him that attention that he wants. You're not giving him what he wants in that moment. So you're teaching him negative reinforcement, which means that you're not reinforcing that negative behavior. You're ignoring him. So when you ignore him, he's then going to go ahead and turn back to you and say, okay, well, if mom's going to ignore me, I'm going to do whatever I have to do, whether it's dangerous or not, to get my way. So instead of doing that, one thing that you could do, you could work with your son and saying, I understand that you want this or that you need this item, but you could show mom what you want. Or you could tell mom what you want, depending on if he's verbal or not, because that will teach him positive reinforcement. And those positive reinforcement techniques that you install into your kiddo at home will also benefit at ABA therapy because he'll know, okay, they're going to do the same thing that mom's going to do at home with me, and they're not going to give in to me either, and they're going to redirect me. So you need to start with positive reinforcement, not so much the negative reinforcement, and try to eliminate that behavior. We call it an extinction outburst. It's a behavior that you want to break or you want to get rid of. That is called an extinction outburst. And when you extinct it, that means that you're getting rid of. You're getting rid of the behavior by doing positive reinforcement. So I hope that helps you and I hope that you understand that. So a good age to start ABA therapy for us, we say between 18 months and 2 to 3 years old, depending on how soon the parent wants to start. I've seen a lot of kiddos start as early as 24 months. I've seen a lot start at 3 years old. It really depends on what the parent is comfortable with, but my age range that I work with is preschool. So I have like the young threes to the fives. So I really couldn't tell an exact age because I don't, work within knowing what all the ages are that come in. But at my center, we start as young as 18 to 24 months and work our way up. So it's really different. Now, any other center, you could start as, late as they do. Some centers only do like, pre-K all the way to after school. Some do pre-K to teenage age. It really depends on the center and the location and what they do because to me every center is different. Every center is different. Can adult on the spectrum benefit? Yes, of course. An adult on the spectrum can definitely benefit from ABA. Me, myself, and I, or as I say it, just me. Rob and I enrolled me in ABA a couple of months ago, and not only being an ABA therapist myself, I didn't think I would need help, But being an ABA therapist as well taught me that I may need help at home. I struggle with things I don't struggle with at work. So, yes, we can definitely benefit from ABA because I'm in ABA therapy right now myself. And we have a lady who comes to work with me on the weekends at home when Rob is home. So he could say, okay, she's struggling with A, B, and C. And these are the negative behaviors that I'm seeing that I want to work towards an extinction outburst on, which is getting rid of the behavior. So, yeah, definitely. Adults can definitely benefit from ABA therapy. Yes. Yes, for sure. It's starting at the age of 7 more. Yeah, Kenyana, I would say definitely. Starting at age 7 can definitely give them a good, chance to work on those behaviors and benefit from ABA therapy. So yes, I think 7 is just, the right age. Um, Now, if you tell me like, you're starting at like 13, 14, 15, I think that would kind of be the mediocre cutoff because that's a problem when they get into the teenager ages. It becomes harder for us to work with the kiddo because then we start to see those aggressive tendencies. We see a lot of spitting, hitting, kicking, punching, feces throwing. There's a lot of different things that we work on with the older teenagers. So if he's 7, yes, definitely enroll him, get started. Yes, Denise, you're exactly right. Yes, ma'am. 6 is also a great age to start. Yes, ma'am. So, yes, Kenyana, I hope that answers your question. 7 is definitely not too old to start. It's a perfect age range. And I wish you all the best with your son. Keep me updated and let me know. Let me know how it goes. But another thing that I also learned this week at school is this is our 4th week of ICS Zoom. So what we do is we get on a Zoom call with our teacher and we learn techniques and how to do the skills through our hands-on session with her on Zoom. So another thing that we learned about this upcoming week was case studies. I actually got into case studies this week and I had to sit at the table and say, okay, these 3 patients have these case studies. I had to read them, I had to diagnose them, and put how I came up with the diagnoses. So now I'm starting to get into more that medical side of the ABA course where we're learning about diagnosis, we're learning about strategies, we're learning about assessments. Like I'm learning so much from this ABA Foundations class and I absolutely love autism behavioral analysis. So yes, this is great. Autism students must stay home for safe, but behavior therapy cannot come here at home for coronavirus. Maybe behavior therapy could par- talk parents with autism kid been adults online, it helps you a lot. Juliet, so every state is different depending on your ABA service or center. A lot of us are staying home, correct, due to safety, but a lot of the states are back to 50% population. So we can be in the center or be in your home, but as long as we're wearing our protective gear, like our booties on our feet, on top of our shoes, we're wearing our mask, we have gloves on, it really depends on your state and your mandates and your corona updates. But a lot of us ABA centers that I know of, we're back to work. We are back in homes, we're back in center. We just have to wear the correct protective gear, ensuring our safety. Hi, Juliet. How are you? Correct, correct, correct. So I hope that answers your question. I hope that you understand ABA a little bit better now and what the mandates are for, your state is what you have to check into. You have to go online and actually check with your state governor and say, okay, what are our health mandates? What are the requirements for an ABA therapist to come into my home or for us to go to them at the center? Are we taking patients in right now? Are they back in center? Are they doing in home? What are their mandates and what are your safety requirements for your state? Specifically here in Texas, we're back to center. We're doing masks, gloves, booties, you name it, but we're still back to work. Right now, yes, at my center, I'm with one kiddo only, and I can't talk about that legally due to where I am. I'm not allowed to talk about any of my case studies or any of my clients, but yes, I am one-to-one. Yes, ma'am. But in my one-to-one by myself, no, I'm always supervised by a BCBA or a BCABA. So I'm with my kiddo, but I always have my BCBA or my BCABA right on top of me or next to me or, down the hall from me, but they're always there supervising. So that's how it works is when I just learned also from school that now that I'm in my bachelor's program at Capella for applied behavioral analysis, that I have to start getting up to 2,500 hours of supervised hands-on therapy in order to move towards my master's degree in applied behavioral analysis. So it really depends on the case study. But what I learned this week was I need to ramp up my hours and I need to get back to work because I need to make sure that I get my hours done by the end of fall of 2023. I have a lot of time, but it goes by faster than you realize. So yeah, that is something that I'm working on is being with my kiddos back in center or back in the homes, whatever it may be. But yes, I am back to work. I am back to work. Hey, Kate, I have not gotten an ad from you. Hey, Rachel, did you add me on Facebook? I don't have anything from you, lovely. I'll try to find you again tonight on the comments and I'll try to do it that way. It may have just been a glitch, but I couldn't find you the last time I tried. So I'll just go back through the comments and try to click on you that way tonight and see if that works. We'll see if that works tonight. I'm sorry about that, love, but I will get you added. I will get you added. What's up? Nothing is up really. I'm just, working, going to school. I'm in my last semester of one of my classes right now. So one of my ABA foundations courses is ending next week. This is week 9 of week 10. So I just had to do like a career planning guide paper to like help me with my school classes, teach me what skills I need moving forward. Like it was really eye opening. So I've been doing homework all day. I've been staying up late studying from like, maybe 12 to 2 o'clock in the morning. And then I, get up and start all over again at 6 a.m. So it's been really hard lately. I've been really exhausted. But I'm still here with you guys. I found out today that my anemia is back. So I probably have to start going for iron infusions again and getting IV iron infusions this month. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. We're doing a photo shoot on the 28th with the Santa Claus. So we have a lot of good things coming. Hi, Monique. How are you, love? Sorry, I'm not near the computer because I came outside to like get away from the dogs barking and it was just too much for me and the headache. So I'm like, I need to move outside to the front of the house where it can be quiet. It's quiet out here. But anyway, hi Monique, how are you, love? I hope that your day is great. I hope that you had a great day today. So excited to be here with all of you guys. I'm about to leave for the orthodontist here within the next 40 minutes or so. I get my teeth cleaned tonight, get my new colors put on. I get a new wire put on. They start you on a beginner wire for my braces, and then they move you to like a more advanced, thicker wire as you go on treatment. So I'm getting that advanced wire put on tonight and the beginner one taken off, and then I'm getting my bracket colors changed. So I'm really excited to go to the orthodontist here in a little while. It's been 6 to 8 weeks already since I've been in them, and they're all fading. The colors are like gone. So yeah, it's been crazy how it happens so quickly and the band colors fade. But I'm loving my treatment so far. So it's been a good day. Rob's been gone all day. He works for Dell now. So he's been in San Antonio, Austin, Corpus Christi, you name it, doing Cricket store refreshes. Oh, is it nighttime over there, Kenyana? It's nighttime here as well. It's 5:21 p.m. So it's almost about 5:30 at night. But I don't go to the dentist until 6:30 tonight. So we have a little bit over 40 minutes before we leave. We have a little over 40 minutes. Do you work with the schools or the teachers? Nita, good question. Yes, I do work with the schools and the teachers. depending on what school my kiddo attends or what school, class my kiddo is in, the BCBA is the one who is responsible for the mandate contact with the school to get the IEP from the school. That way they can implement their ABA therapy into the classroom with the IEP. But when it comes to school placements, right now we're not allowed in the schools due to COVID. So we're not with our kiddos full time, but there is some RBTs that do work in the school systems and that are with our kiddos usually daily. So yes, I am in contact with my kiddos teachers. I do work with them through email, through Zoom, through, whatever it may be, in order to help them implement that while we cannot be in the classroom. So yes, I do talk with them. I heard from an autism schools about positive coronavirus, all autism students cannot go to school. Autism students stay at home. That's not true, Juliet. That may be in your state, in your area where you are, but all states are different. Like I tried to explain to you earlier, all states have different health mandates. So it depends on what state you're in and what your restrictions are at that time. Not all of us are at home right now. Some of us have opened back up to 50% population. It really depends on where you are. And he is fine. He couldn't do his work in general. Kenyana, that's awesome that he's in an autism school and now doing great and thriving. I'm so happy to hear that. Juliet, and like I said, I'm sorry that you may not understand how this works, but there is a mandate depending on what state you're in on if we're back at school, if we're back in ABA center in your state, and maybe you're back on lockdown due to positive testing, and that's gonna possibly happen here again soon back in Texas, which I'm not looking forward to because we had just opened back up, but we may be closing down again. So it really depends on your mandates if you open back up or if you're back to being locked down due to positive tests. So we'll see. Exactly, like Nita saying, Detroit has a choice whether they send their kids to the centers or not. So it's different in each state and each area. I'm here in Florida. My son, he goes to an autism school, and Gretchen today is Gretchen Day, so he didn't go to school. Tomorrow we got the hurricane is going to hit Florida. So, oh wow, Rachel, I'm so sorry. I hope that you guys stay safe. Good luck getting through the hurricane, and I wish you guys all the best. Juliet, my son does not wear his mask, but he had a little trouble breathing. Mask was very hot. My son stays home for safe. Juliet, that's a good decision. I'm glad that you made the decision to keep your son home. Hey, buddy, how are you? I'm glad that you made the decision to keep your son home. It's really up to the parent, and I hope that your son continues to thrive in his virtual learnings. I got some paperwork I want to show you. Yeah, Rachel, of course. I'd be more than happy to go over paperwork with you. It just may be depending on what kind of paperwork it is. I may or may not be able to give you the right answers, so I don't want to say that I can give you the right answers, but I can definitely look over the paperwork with you and kind of get a hint of to what you need help with. My son only wears face shields. He won't even wear the mask. Yeah, it really depends, but here in Texas, if we go to a food store or we go to the doctor's office or whatever it may be, we have to wear a face mask by mandate. So it really depends, like I said, on what state you're in and what works best for your child with autism. But for us, I have to wear a mask. I have autism. I don't like it because it's hot. It's uncomfortable, but I've had to learn how to cope. But not to say that most kids can't do it because they have autism and they're nonverbal. It really depends on what level of autism that child has. But some of us, yeah, we can't wear the mask because we're autistic. But I think there's a letter from your doctor's office that you can get that says that due to your child having autism, that they can't wear the mask. So it really depends on what state you're in. But the face shield is just, I mean, as of what I've heard from the face shield, it's not as protective as the face mask. But then again, now they're saying how the face mask actually bring in more CO2 and cause more germs. So it's easier to get sick from that mask. So I'm not really sure which way I'm leaning towards this debate, but right now I continue to wear my mask. Do I love it? No. But what really helps me is the characters on my mask. With my autism, it has to be colorful. It has to have a character. It has to be out there. Like, it really depends on your child and what works best for your child. But right now, like I said, for me, I wear my mask. I wear my mask. So, does anybody have any other questions they want to ask? We're only 27 minutes into this and we have like over what, 30 minutes to go? Yeah. So, does anybody have any questions I can answer about ABA anymore? Do you have anything you want to let me know or any tips you need help with? Kenyana, he has moderate autism and he hates things touching his face. He growls when you try to make him wear one. Kenyana, so the growling, that's another example of negative reinforcement. So he's growling to let you know that he doesn't want you to touch his face. But what he's trying to get you to do is say, okay, mom, I'm going to growl so that way you'll turn away from me and you won't you won't make me wear a mask. But in the long run, is what you're doing is you're giving him that negative reinforcement. You're showing him, okay, I'm going to give in to your way and let you not wear your mask. So what you need to do is try to get him to like touch the mask, feel it, maybe find one with characters on it, and just give him like while you're home every 5 seconds. Just put it over his mouth and see how he reacts. It really depends on the child, like I said, but hopefully maybe you could start working on positive reinforcement with him and flipping that growling to a more accepting tone. So, like, if he does growling, I would start off by ignoring the growl. And then once he's done growling, I would try again, then to show him the mask. And every time he does the growling, turn away from him and ignore the behavior. And then try again to do positive reinforcement and show your son that it is okay to wear the mask and that you're trying to teach them with autism that the touch, the feel, everything may be different. So I hope that helps you. Share some good tips of things we could do daily with our kids. So things that you could do daily with your kids with autism at home is Rob and I have sensory toys here at home like putty. Hi. We I'm good. How are you? So good. So we have sensory toys here at home like putty, gack, sensory bins. It really depends on the day, but if Rob's not home all day and that's his usual, he's gone from 8 a.m. until usually about 8 p.m. at night now every day, 7 days a week. So when I'm home with a nanny or a friend or whoever it may be that day, he leaves sensory bins. We do sensory bins before lunch. We'll play with some putty, will work on negative reinforcement with me. Like if I'm having a behavior, we'll work on the extinction burst. It really depends. There's multiple different things we do throughout a day with being autistic. I like to color. I like to listen to calm music. That's Christmas music. It really depends on the child and the level of autism. But some things, like I said, I like to do is I like to play with the putty, the gack, sensory bins. We like to color. It really depends on the autism and how I feel that day. My son took off his face shield. He will broke down his face shield, but it doesn't work. My son was 20 years old. He had strong hands. Face shield had small and no good. Juliet, you don't have to do the face shield. You can try a facial mask. Try getting a face mask that is soft inside. Try seeing if you can find one with characters, something bright colored, maybe to help with that stimulation process. um, it really depends on that child. Like I said, it depends on every child is different, and what works for one child and what works for that parent may not work for you, or what may work for that parent and that child may work for you. But everybody is different in their own way, and that's what I like to say is, Nita's saying, or Nita's favorite thing to say is, what may work for you and yours may not work for me and mine. So it really depends. Can she teach Daniel how to write? ABA, yes. ABA can definitely teach Daniel how to write. One of the things that we do is we have morning time at my center, we work on handwriting. So my child has a blank white, like laminated paper, and it has the letters A on it. And he will have to write over the dotted letters to work on his handwriting and his hand eye coordination skills. So it really depends on, that child. But yes, ABA therapy, hi. But ABA therapy can definitely help a child with their handwriting skills. Yes. I'm a huge fan of the kinetic sand, sensory wonderfulness to me. Dannon, yes, I love the kinetic sand. I almost forgot about that, so thank you for bringing that up. But the kinetic sand you can actually get at Target or Walmart, and it comes in different flavors like vanilla cupcake, green apple, blueberry. It's really cool how they have different colors and different, you know, scents. So that's a really cool thing to look into as well as the kinetic sand. The kinetic sand. Colleen Gerber says hi, Manaj. Hi, how are you? Hi, Colleen. Sorry, I'm having like a lot of saliva getting caught in my throat now because of my braces. This happens every night. I start to have a hard time talking, and all the sinus drainage comes out. So I'm like trying not to spit as I'm talking. It's crazy. Hi. But so, does anybody else have any other ABA questions they want to ask me? Anything about their child that they're struggling with? Anything I can give you tips on? Yep, you can get it cheaper at Amazon as well. You're right, Dan, and yes, and you can actually get it in bigger packs than you can at Walmart or Target or any of those craft stores like Hobby Lobby or yeah. Rob and I we use Amazon a lot to buy things for me because especially like the sensory bins for my autism, they're really expensive just to get the bins to put the sensory stuff in when we're making it. So we buy a bulk pack of the bins on Amazon. I love Amazon. Jen Play says Walmart has 2 pounds of Kinetic sand for. Yep, that's true. They do. Walmart now has the 2 pounds for the $5. That's right. We had kinetic sand, but he tried to lick it and it was all over the floor. It's now banned from my house. Kenyana, you may want to actually retry again with the kinetic sand. That may just be a sensory stimulation overload. So he may have been trying to lick it because he's not sure of the texture or the feel of it. So you may want to start small with him and try to see if you can reintroduce that kinetic sand. So even taking his hand over your hand and having him pat the sand. You could try putting his hand in the bucket with your guidance, like small little baby steps, and I'm pretty sure you can reintroduce it. So, do you have a sensory toy to recommend? My favorite sensory toy is the Orby beads, those like little water beads. We get them on Amazon, and I love playing with those things. You put them in a sensory bin full of water, and we just dye the water a different color. And I could sit there for hours and play with my Orby beads. I love those things. So yeah, the Orby beads or the water beads, whatever you can find on Amazon, but that's my favorite sensory stimulation toy to play with. And like nobody in my neighborhood would know that I have autism if I didn't talk about all this stuff outside right now like I am. But for me, it's different. Like, and for your child, it may be different depending on his needs or her needs. But really, for my autism, I have a lot of negative reinforcement things that may happen at home, but then I don't have that at work. So it really depends on the change of environment for me and the different, environments. So it really depends on what the challenge is for me and what I have to re get used to. So yeah, that's why I love my Orby beads. They work really well to like calm me down and help me. I love Orbeez too. Yes, the Orbeez are like the bomb.com toy to play with. I love my Orby beads. They are my favorite. And I mean, another thing that I also struggled with this month is I was going to a dental office local in New Braunfels, and I'm just not doing well there. Like, I'm not adjusting well to the office. I'm not adjusting well to the constant change of staff. So I'm actually going to be changing back to a pediatric dentist come December 9th. And who would ever think that a pediatric dentist would take somebody at my age at like 28? But because of your special needs, they're taking, your age group. And I finally found a pediatric dentist that I'll be switching back to. So I'm really excited for that. And I hope that that change works. What did Colleen say? Sorry, I missed it. I heard about bad things about ABA therapy. Nita, you're going too fast. Can you go back? I heard a lot of bad things about ABA therapy. What's your opinion? I'm scared to someone here. Jen, I think what you're reading is overheard and over said. Not all ABA places are bad. It really depends on which center you go to. But when you find an ABA center that you're interested in, please, please, please go see it in person. Go meet the staff, look around, see what the classrooms look like, make sure it's your fit and your style, because not all ABA centers are solely ABA. Some of them are ABA and OT. Some of them are ABA, OT, and PT. Some of them are ABA, PT, OT, and water classes for like swimming, for sensory things. It really depends. So when you go see that center and you like it, please, please, please go visit in person. Make sure it's the right fit for you and your kiddo before you enroll. He ate the water beads too. I took those away too. I'm pretty sure they are toxic. So, Kenyana, that's what I was saying. I don't think they're toxic. But you can also check on the packaging. If not, you could call poison control and ask them that question about the toxicity. I can't talk. Toxicity of the product. But I'm pretty sure Orby beads are not toxic. Colleen says, I will get some. Thank you. You're welcome, Colleen. I wish you all the best. If you need to message me on PM, you could definitely message me on Facebook and I can recommend some other Sensory toys. ABA is awesome. It is indeed. I love my job. I love working with kiddos with autism. Just being autistic myself, I relate and I pair well to my clients because I've been through a lot of what they're going through. So that's what makes my job amazing, and it makes my heart beat because I just love what I do. Like, I feel like I'm in my zone. So it's amazing. Ours comes to our home. We are blessed. 4 hours a day, both children. That's amazing. A lot of the centers are doing that right now, where we're coming into your home due to COVID. But we have to wear, like, like I said, our face mask, our gloves, our booties. But yeah, home therapy can be just as successful as in center. It just really depends on who your therapist is. Oh, you have autism too, Trey? Awesome. Well, welcome. We're so happy to have you, Trey. That's what I thought, Dean, and I didn't think they were toxic, but you would know that more than I would. You would know more than I would. He's always eating or licking inappropriate things. Kenyana, that really seems like a negative reinforcement thing. He's looking for the attention from you when he's doing those negative behaviors. And if you're laughing or you smile at him or you give him that attention when he's doing that negative behavior, he's doing it then again to get that negative reinforcement from you. He wants you to laugh. He wants you to coo at him. He wants you to smile. He wants you to think that you're thinking that it's funny. Like, you have to remember to ignore that behavior in the moment. And then immediately when he does the right thing, praise, praise, praise. Give that child praise. When he's doing positive behavior, praise. Good job, buddy. Or mommy's so proud of you. Or you're doing such a good job listening today. Or, whatever it may be. It's all about the positive reinforcement and giving that praise. It really is. You can also try like sticker charts. You could try token boards. There's multiple different ways to start doing positive reinforcement. Jim Pierce says, my son always licks when he gets in trouble. Jen, I'm saying right now that is a negative reinforcement behavior. When he's in trouble, he's looking for the attention to get out of timeout or to get away with the behavior. So he is going to do whatever he can to make that parent laugh, coo, giggle, whatever, because then they're going to think, oh, mommy's laughing at me, so therefore my behavior is funny. So when I'm in trouble, I'm going to keep doing it to get out of the trouble. So remember to ignore that negative behavior. And then once that child flips that positive reinforcement, praise. Start with, oh, that's such a great job, babe. You're listening to mommy. You're following directions. You're whatever. Give that child the recognition that they deserve at that moment when they're being positive. His teacher laughs at him. Oh, wait, why is his teacher laughing at him? That's not nice that the teacher is laughing. Is she giving him that negative reinforcement, or is she laughing because she thinks the child is inappropriate? Do you know why she's doing it? Because if I knew, I would be talking to the principal and saying, "Hey, my teacher is laughing at my child during my classroom time, and I don't think that's okay." So I would not be one happy mother if that was happening with my kiddo. If my teacher was making fun of my kid in her class, I would be raising hell. And I'm sorry, but I would not tolerate that. Yeah, the Orbeez are also great for lawn or flower care because they're non-toxic. I never knew about the flower care, the garden care. That's a good thing to learn. Thanks, Shannon. It's awesome. Awesome sauce. Anyway, does anybody else have any more ABA questions? Any tips that they need help with? Anything I can answer for you? We're coming up to our last about 15 minutes here. It's 5:43, and at 6 o'clock, I've got to get off here and get ready for the orthodontist and the dentist. She laughs when he does or says anything crazy. Kenyana, I would talk to the teacher or the principal because she's giving your kiddo negative reinforcement and it's only going to make the behavior worse. So I definitely speak to the principal, whoever's in charge of that school, and I would ask for a sit down conference with that teacher. Hi, can I help you?
Don't kill him.
What would they do?
You don't want to know.
What? They got all my pens?
Worse.
What? They chewed my homework?
Papers everywhere.
Are you kidding me? Did they destroy all my homework?
I don't know. I just see paper everywhere.
Where?
Everywhere.
Sorry, guys. Rob just came out to me for stimming. Says for stimming is picking is nose normal. Yes, picking your nose is definitely normal. I can't get in without the dog's trying to get out. Hurry, babe, get in behind me. The dogs are, yeah, that's definitely normal for stemming. Sorry, guys, they're fighting. They're fighting. They're stemming with, yeah, stemming is definitely normal with nose picking. That's that's like having a tick. So that's definitely normal. That is definitely normal. If you want to work on the nose picking, I would start offering another, sorry, the puppy's attacking me. I'd start offering another activity when he's doing that nose picking and let him know that it's not okay. Oh my god. Sorry, guys. They like literally chewed up all my homework papers, and Rob just came and got me outside and couldn't take care of this by himself and acted a fool. So I'm now in here cleaning up their mess.
You want to see backyard today?
Go get my papers. Oh my god.
Wasn't that bad?
Our kitchen for two crap or whatever. We don't need that anymore. So, okay. Sorry, guys. Rob has gotten me and told me that my dogs were destroying my house. So I had to come inside and clean up the mess. They're destroying my house. I have 3 puppies under a year old, so it's like teething times 3. So it's been crazy lately. Oh my god, they destroyed all my homework. This is like crazy. Sorry, y'all. I'm still here. I'm just trying to clean up this pile. And I'm going to have to get another folder now. Jen Pierce says, I've heard that trying to stop stemming is a bad thing to do, though. Stopping stemming is not a bad thing to do. It's more like a tick. It's caused by either anxiety or overstimulation. Rob has stopped it with me. When I stem, he just lets me have the one moment, and then he'll redirect that behavior from negative to positive. And I really focus on when I'm stemming. We either go for our car ride, we color, really just trying to work on anything that helps the stemming to stop. My God, where were you? Were you upstairs and they're downstairs doing this stuff?
I've been in my office.
Great, they destroyed all my homework.
I don't know when they did this because I didn't know you weren't here.
God. Yeah, I had my live tonight. Sorry, guys. I'm like yelling at him because they destroyed all my homework. They destroyed all my homework.
And I don't think it's as simple as replacing the cord now.
What cord?
I don't think replacing the cord is gonna fix it.
What, they chewed my... No! And they chewed the whole thing.
Like I said, I don't think they're gonna be able to just replace the cord.
So now I don't have anything to charge my phone tonight. Now what am I supposed to do? Great. Great, my phone's almost dead. Awesome. Anyway, sorry y'all, I'm still here. We're cleaning up the mess that the dogs have caused. And they chewed up my charging cord and my charger outlet thing. So I'm really not happy. I should have known to put them in their cages. I should have known.
I didn't know until I came downstairs and found it.
Thank you, Kate. We will do this again next month. Handle your household. You're welcome, Nina. Thank you so much for having me. I'm sorry this happened last minute, and I didn't know they were going to make a mess like this. So I'm so sorry, y'all.
Grab this stuff under the chair.
Sorry about that, everybody. I just, didn't expect my dog to chew my homework and destroy my cords, and got crazy.
Did you get everything?
Yep. Sounds good. Thank you guys for having me. Old dog ate my homework. They chewed my whole pile. Everything is destroyed. My homework folder is chewed. Everything is destroyed. Like, Rob just lets them do whatever they want.
They were down here with you.
But anyway. Okay, guys. If nobody else has any questions, we're going to call it a night. I've got to get ready to go to the dentist, get my braces adjusted. I've got to clean up this mess and get back to reality. So I hope that everybody had a great week and a great day so far. And I will see everybody again next month. And hopefully we're under a better situation. So thank you guys so much.